Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Cary Yurkiw here for True North Practice Management. Thank you for joining us today. And this is our first Mastermind Group get-together. And in the Mastermind Group, what we want to do is get like-minded health professionals together to support one another and make a difference in our community. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that as I get into our group discussion today. If you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat. You can also message me on Facebook after this webinar. So if you're watching it later, you can message me. If you're watching it on YouTube or listening to our podcast, we'll give you the contact information a little bit later. So again, thank you for coming to our mastermind group today, and welcome to this new concept at True North Practice Management. And I'll tell you a little bit more as we progress through the short presentation today. So my name is Dr. Cary Yurkiw. I started True North Practice Management in 2020. And the reason I started it was to give back, to help health professionals with their practice. And I went to school over 25 years ago, and we were taught how to treat patients, and we became experts in our profession, but we weren't taught very much about business. And I had to learn that as I went along. Thankfully, I had some mentors, family members that were health professionals that could give me tips. I went to seminars and had hired consultants, so I learned from each one of them. But as I worked with those individuals, my practice grew, and I'll tell you about that on the next slide. But I found also that some of those services were lacking, that they didn't build their systems around the individual, around the professional, and every health professional is a little bit different. Each professional has a different reason why they became a health professional. So I think that has to be respected, and that is the health professional's true north. And that's why I called the company True North Practice Management. Was I want to make sure that each client finds their true north, and then we help them to build systems around their true north of why they became a health professional and what they want to do with their career and with their practice. So I've been practicing for over 25 years now. Our goal is to help health professionals succeed in business, practice, and life. And we want to help health professionals find their true north and build on that. As far as my experience goes, I did locums when I first got out of school. So a locum is a relief service. So it's where a doctor needs to be away from their practice, whether it's a holiday, which is the majority of the reason why doctors take time off. They want to be away for a week or two. Sometimes there's an injury and they have to be away for an extended period of time, so an injury or an illness, or something else happens. There's maybe some type of regulatory action against the doctor. Maybe they're got some family matters they need to deal with. So then they need some time off. And so a locum steps in for a doctor when they want to be away from their practice. And that was a great experience for me. The reason it was so good was I was able to go into clinics for a week or two at a time, and then I would move on to another clinic. And over 3 years, I worked in over 50 clinics, and that gave me an opportunity to see how those clinics operate. I saw different business models, different team members, and it really gave me a crash course on the business side of healthcare. So that business built up, and eventually I started to get double booked. And what I did is I hired another doctor to join my service so that I could deal with the double bookings. And eventually those double bookings became triple bookings, and I hired another doctor to help me. So this locum service really took off. And at a certain point in the service, one of my friends who's a dentist asked if I could find a dental hygienist for him. and I ran an ad in the paper at that time, found a dental hygienist, kind of screened through the applicants, found the hygienist that would best suit his practice, and then placed her there. And he was so thrilled with her work that he wanted to keep her long term. So we had to come up with a permanent placement fee for that. And that took off, and we got a whole bunch of um, dental assistants and hygienists working for us, medical assistants. So we really expanded to a time when we had over 100 people on our payroll, and we had this medical temp agency that we were running. Eventually, I sold that to one of my staff members. And the reason I did that was to focus on building my own practice. So friends in the construction industry helped me to build my own practice on a high profile street in Winnipeg. And it was close to a radio station where there were a lot of celebrity DJs that would come into the clinic. And pretty quickly the word got out that I was the person to go and see if you had certain types of conditions. So that was great for my practice. I built my practice up, hired another chiropractor, had a number of different health professionals working in my practice, different therapists and doctors. So it was really a multidisciplinary setting. And then I moved to my own property and renovated that property. My wife is a home builder and a realtor. So I got her expert advice on finding a property and then helping me to redesign it for the needs of a clinic. And then eventually, after many years, we moved to another province, which is like another state here in Canada. And then I started to build my practice again. And I did that in a wellness clinic scenario where there was a number of health professionals. Eventually, I got busy enough that I wanted my own clinic again. I wanted to install my own x-ray. And here I am today practicing over 25 years later. Now, at this point, I have a part-time practice because I want to focus on this consulting business. So basically, I'm building up the consulting business. I want to help other health professionals, and I want to see you succeed in practice. So why a mastermind group? Well, this group is for like-minded professionals, so you can learn about the business side of healthcare. You may not have been taught that or have much experience with it. Give you a chance to participate in group discussions. So today, if you have any comments, please type them in the chat. But as we progress through these mastermind groups, we may go to a format where it's more live, like a Zoom meeting where people can ask questions, or there could be breakout groups. So those are some of the plans we have for this mastermind. It's a place where you can share your experiences, whether they're successes or challenges that you're currently facing, a place to get support, and we're going to build up a community, like a tribe. And that tribe will be a tribe of like-minded health professionals. We want you to stay true to your true north, so we don't want to impose our values on you. We basically want to make sure that you're being supported, and we can build systems for your business based on your reason why you became a health professional. And our values at True North are we put patients and the community first. So we come from a service, we value service and service to humanity and service to our communities. We want to change and save lives depending on the type of healthcare service we offer. Some of us are changing lives, some of us are saving lives. So we want to include all types of health professionals, doctors and therapists, and all types of doctors and therapists. We want you to grow and overcome your challenges. We don't want you to stagnate or get complacent in one area. So we want to make sure that you're continuing to grow as a professional and a business person. We want to help you build teams and build your practice. We want you to be prosperous in all ways. And we want you to be in a position where you'll be able to give back to people in your community. And that could be your time, your effort, financially. So we do believe in giving back, and we believe in a charity work. So the format of the mastermind groups will we'll recap the week, and I'll share some of the experiences I'm having in my own practice. We'll welcome other people to type in the chat the experiences they're having. I'll talk about some of my clients' experiences. Of course, I'm going to keep them confidential and make sure that it's okay with them that I share their unique experiences. But we're just going to share some of the coaching we're doing at True North, how we're helping our clients, some of the challenges they're facing, some of the successes that they're overcoming. We're going to encourage people in our mastermind group to share their own experiences, but I'll also be using examples from the work we're doing during the week. And we're going to also talk about strategies and ways that you can overcome your challenges. So we want to provide some solutions to you. We want to encourage other members to share some of the solutions that they've seen to common issues of running a practice and a business. So it'll be a really great place for people to come together and to encourage one another and kind of cheer everybody on. We want to help you get the word out. So we want to help you define your mission and vision for your practice and what you do. And we want you to get the word out into the community so that more people can use your service. And this could be through referrals of your existing patients. It can also be through advertising. We want to talk about different ways you can advertise on Facebook or Instagram, ways to get ClickFunnels or landing pages working for you. So we want to talk about the latest ways of growing your practice and reaching out to people in your community. So we're going to talk about that. And then networking, how you can network with other professionals and get more referrals. At True North, the structure of our services, in case you're not familiar with us, is currently we're offering an initial consultation, 15 minutes for $1. So it's basically an introductory offer where you can let us know you're interested. We'll send you a quick survey so we can assess your needs, what your goals are, and then we'll have a 15-minute discussion to see if you think we're the right fit for your particular situation and that we can help you. So 15 minutes gives us a good chance to get to know each other. We do have a flexible schedule, so we do have flexible hours, so you can pick from our calendar. We use Calendly for that. And then once we decide we want to move forward, we charge $275 US for an hour. And the sessions are based on the needs assessment, the goals that you're setting, and the current obstacles you face. So basically we work in 13 session blocks, and that's over 13 weeks, or it could be over 26 weeks. So we could be doing the sessions every 2 weeks. And generally the session is 45 minutes on the phone or via video conferencing. We could use Zoom or Google Meet. And then we provide 15 minutes of support in between. And the support is via email or text between sessions. So again, 45 minutes in length for the sessions on average, and 15 minutes of email and text support in between the sessions. And we do this weekly or bi-weekly. The webinars we host here at True North, every 2 weeks we do a free webinar, and it's an introductory webinar to our service. And then every other week we do a paid webinar. It's usually around $90 US, and that is on a topic that is trending that we want to basically dig deeper into that topic. So we want to provide more detailed information, kind of get into the weeds of that topic, and that is included. These paid webinars are included in your Mastermind membership. So if you join us in this group, you'll get access to the paid webinars, and it's included in coaching. So if you're currently involved in the coaching program, then you'll get the paid webinars included in that as well. For this masterclass group, if you want to join our group, you'll get those benefits. There'll be monthly coaching sessions. So once a month, you'll get a 45-minute session with 15 minutes of support in between. And then you'll get access to coffee with Cary. So we're going to start a segment where we will discuss over coffee some popular topics, and then you can join us or watch the recording later. And that'll strictly be for people in the Mastermind Masterclass group. The cost for that will be $395 US per month, and that'll give you these benefits. If you're interested in advertising your clinic opportunity, whether you're looking for an associate, you want to sell your practice, you're looking to buy a practice or join a practice, for all the healthcare needs, including equipment for sale, we started a separate business and website called Healthcare Classified. If you go to healthcareclassified.com, you'll see it's kind of a self-administered website where you can post an ad. Right now it's free for 30 days because we launched this late last year. And you can post an ad and basically people can find you. It goes across jurisdictions, so it's not limited to your state or provincial association newsletter or your college. It's basically going to be international, and people can find each other on this website. The advanced webinars that we do, a good place to find that is on our Facebook page, and I'll give you the handles in a minute, or on Eventbrite. So you can go to our Eventbrite page, True North Practice Management, and you'll see the upcoming free and paid webinars where there will be advanced topics, and you can choose from those and sign up for them. We'll be streaming these webinars on YouTube Live, and you're going to get the link to that when you sign up for the webinar. Okay, so for the paid ones especially, we'll be doing it on YouTube Live. For the free ones, sometimes we'll be doing them on Facebook Live, and sometimes we'll use YouTube as well. So follow us on social media for our upcoming events and information. And you can find us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is at True North Practice Management, or sorry, at True North PM. We abbreviated that, so at True North PM. On Facebook, at True North Practice Management. YouTube, same handle as Facebook. And then our podcast is called Health Professional Biz. And you can find that podcast on Android or on iTunes. And it's on the most popular channels like Spotify and Google and Apple Podcasts. So you're going to be able to find that there. And our website is at www.truenorthpracticemanagement.com. So please go to our website if you want more information. I'll put a link in this post so you can sign up for that 15-minute introductory session for $1. And then we'd love to get to know you, encourage you to join our group and use our services. And we look forward to a bright future for each health professional that's watching us right now. Have a wonderful day and talk to you soon.